What do we got here? That is very, very aggressive. Open corner, and we're approaching. At best, we get ignored and get double approached. I wouldn't do it. I'd take the open corner, either this or this. Yep, I agree with that. The attachments. It is something that the AI recommends. It is something that I don't think Qs should be playing at all, because you give away too much influence, and there's too many things you have to do in order to get rid of that influence. That's going to make a tough game for you if you're against anybody who is halfway decent at using influence. So here, yeah, sure, this is fine. Just keep Sente, take that. Yep, sure. And now, yeah, the settle here is not worth the corner we just gave up. So right now, I feel that black's a little bit ahead. Even if we took the normal sequence that you're probably hoping for, something here into here, into something like this one, I still prefer black, because black can go ahead and keep getting influence here. If they want to, they can go back and get territory later on if they want to. Splits aren't that bad, but we usually want to approach a corner instead, especially when there's 3/4s available. I would say 15 years ago, we used to do a lot of splitting. Not so much anymore, because usually, like, even at the best of times, what you can expect is like you're giving away a corner enclosure, sometimes even two of them, to get a position on the side, and that's just not really worth enough. So it's usually better to just go ahead and approach a corner instead.
Corners first. That's why they said, right?
Yep. Never honey on the inside, always the out. Then we can play something like this. Regretfully, our stone at Q10, we're going to wave goodbye to it for the moment because we have to settle. Don't drop down, disconnect. Ouch. Okay, so the problem with this is you just gave away Sente, because your opponent's going to defend, and then you have to defend, and then they get to fight you. If we connect, our opponent can't fight us because we will kill them. So they have to keep this, and then maybe we can go back and extend. Dropping down is a very, very, very huge mistake that a lot of Q players make, that you want to get rid of it as soon as possible, because the connect defends the cutting point, and it threatens the exact same thing. Threatens to kill the 2 stones. Cut still in place. We can peep it later. For now, just take the 2 space. Good. I mean, we're trying to do something, but unfortunately, we're not doing a lot. Our opponent could go ahead and Hane here, for example. A new cutting point's been created. So we connect, and now what? If we defend it, we are never extending. If we extend, then we've created a mess. Or your opponent could actually just Hane and then not care, because this isn't the end of the world. I mean, it's technically a Ko. Careful.
That was painful.
That's complicated. I'll just say sure. I'll say you should probably just connect here instead. It activates a cutting point immediately. Again, cutting point. DDK is usually about big moves and cutting points. 8 Qs, same thing. I'd say 5. Pretty much every Q is about big point and cutting points. Too slow. Well, technically too slow. You've got this one to settle, and you've got the way out to settle. So we have Miai. As long as we have Miai, then we can go up and play, any other big move on the board. And then when we're settling, we probably want to keep a little bit low. Otherwise, yeah, underneath. I like the attack. That's a classic trick play, which is not classically going correctly. I think it's supposed to be now here and see if you can force your opponent to just go ahead and take 1 stone. I think that's the trick. That said, bad to rely on those kind of things. I don't have to play here right now, actually. I mean, if we kick, we're saying goodbye to our stones. But I don't like jumping out either. Technically, this is the right answer. All I can say, it's Joseki. They get to go ahead and settle. And if you know the sequence, then everything's fine because we're getting influence in exchange for some territory. This didn't go well because you can see that our little 4/4 stone is getting destroyed, and a little 4/4 stone doesn't want to get destroyed. Okay. Technically not bad. I would just solidly connect because the minute we play here, we're offering this turn in Sentai. Otherwise, our 2 stones are dead. And that's a lot of annoying bad odds you to leave behind. A lot of forcements for the opponent. Drop down strong. Hane is strong. I was about to say, don't keep falling down like that. You just go ahead and completely surround your opponent. This cutting point is defended, so we get to play all of these happy moves. That is a really nice, strong, solid position. We can then use this to attack. But it does take noticing that, hey, we can Atari. Hello. We can Atari here. This, I think, is puppy go, where it's kind of following our opponent around the board. Very unfortunate. But yeah, that's a really big move to get in. Okay, sure. Yeah, don't get pincered. Top move, biggest. Yeah, I'm still waiting for like a move up in here. This thing's been demanding to be played the entire game because black can go ahead and pincer. Black can go ahead and peep. There's like a whole lot of things here that can be done unless we've settled. This attachment to kind of making our opponent stronger, and now we're kind of offering Hane at 2 and 3, which is really huge for black. Oh, we're attacking. Interesting. Nope. Slightly better shape. I do not want to answer there again, so I'm going to assume that we're fine. Otherwise, this move is not the defensive move we needed, and it's this one. So we defended. I say we're defended enough. Time to play elsewhere. Otherwise, this move was a mistake. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Okay. I think this one I mean, it's fine. I would go the other way because I think this group's a little bit more unsettled, but it's whatevs. Huh. Did that just die? I don't think it. That got horrendously complicated. I don't even want to talk about how horribly complicated that is. So because of this sequence, there's the Atari into the descent. If we try to kill it, we're dead, but we can try to connect up, but it leaves the cutting point behind that technically can be avoided because we can connect. There's no way anyone write all this out, but it forces us to connect back. We can technically connect up, but the minute we do that, there's the cut, which leads into an Atari, which leads into an Atari, which leads into an Atari. again, there's like no way anybody's reading all this out. But we get this one into Sente into here. We have to like play that now. We get to throw in. Sorry, we get to throw in and then do that. Like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. No way. No way. No way anybody read all that out. You're saying you did, you're a liar. Long story
I
short,
most definitely did not. I like very complicated games, and I regretted this move later. I regretted it so much.
yeah, we've got the 3 stones here and a free move there. I'll make it even simpler. Let's say your stones couldn't die, and we're just gonna go ahead and play this one. Even this is not that great for white because you can see we get into like a heavy shape here. And black seems completely fine. So at worst, you're going to die horribly, or you're going to be over-concentrated.
And the right side is weak. There are cuts on the right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically not Sente, because the push cut is not going to do anything. We can go ahead and fix, or hello, either fix that cutting point, so we don't get the stones. Because like right now, if white pushes, or if black pushes and cuts, you're right, this is Sente. But there's too many liberties here, so we can't do anything here. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, not protecting that cutting point sucked. And
Ouch.
then, yeah.
Yeah, we're dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, does he see it? Yep, okay. Anything else here in the game, or is that game ogre? With that corner dead, that corner being large, there's some argument in the lower left-hand corner still that we could try to kill that thing, because technically we can false this, and that's not alive locally, even with one extra move. Because that's just a dead shape.
Mm-hmm.
So we could try, it shouldn't die, but that's about the only thing I can see. Oh, never mind, it's alive. All right, I think that's the end of that one then. Just don't be caught off guard in the middle, question mark. We in the middle, don't fall to middle. Yep, okay, I think we're good. Wait, technically we can play here. This cut, ladder doesn't work, so we don't ladder it. And we're good. Just do a small net and we are fine. Endgame, endgame, endgame. Yep. Yep. I kind of want to play a move. I don't know, somewhere in here for points.
Mm-hmm. I felt, considering how big I blundered up top, I played okay in the end game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh, there was one more big blunder.
Oh no. Big blunder. Where could it be? The middle's safe. Unless you miss that there's like a double Atari there or something.
It was.
Yeah, there's a double Atari on stones, and I just
oh missed. Yep, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
I can't believe you found
instead
it.
I played over there. Yeah, I played over there, and I was like, oh, that was silly. Oops. Oops.
Oh my god, that actually, you won by 10 points. And that's 3, 2, 4, 6. So that's just one extra point in the end game. And yeah, that's what lost you. That's crazy.
Yep, that double
White
Atari.
almost won that one then.
Yep. I like I said, I thought I played really well, considering how bad I botched the top right.
Yeah, that right there. Endgame Sente first, so we want to play here. That was actually kind of huge.
Which one?
Sente.
Oh, yeah.
That, yeah, we need to fix that one, darn it. I think that about covers that. Any questions?
Don't mess up. Don't make things unnecessarily complicated. That's not a question, that's a statement. That's what I did wrong.
Yeah, I mean, The problem with trying to make things complicated with approaches is you're trying to make things complicated with Joseki, which is an equal position. So it kind of starts hurting your head. At that
Yeah.
point, it's like, how can we do that? That's equal. Usually things get complicated when they start leaving weak groups behind, when they start trying to take too much territory, when they overextend. Then we can really start getting complicated and taking them to task for being greedy.
Mhm.
But it's really hard to force it in the beginning of the game because there should always be a way for your opponent to revert the game back to an equal position. So yeah.